Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boys coming with you with our 6th episode.
And the Burn It Down podcast. It's Chris, Sebastian, and Jaden's alive.
Yep.
Jaden, say hello.
Hi.
Jaden's barely alive.
Yeah.
Jaden, let me talk to you.
Yeah.
So, we're playing on...
How about Brock Lesnar?
Cool guy.
Yeah.
Love
We're going to be playing on PS4 WWE 2K22, so that way all three of us can play at the same time, finally. But in order for them to play with their custom characters, I have to do a showcase match. So that's going to be in the background as we start the podcast and start off with wrestling. There's a lot to talk about this week. Good Raw, some NXT, Impact. I didn't watch NWA Power this week.
Did we mention AEW?
We didn't mention it yet, but we're gonna talk AEW and we're gonna talk Impact No Surrender.
Great. A lot of stuff happening. We're gonna be a little quick and go.
We're gonna talk about the Koji Muda. I fucked up his name. The Great Muda's retirement match, his final one. But yeah,
I think he was in a Rumble recently in the last couple of years.
Was he?
Something like that.
I know he fought Shinsuke at New Year's.
Or he might have wrestled on AEW. I feel like I saw him recently too. Tigger's here.
Probably saw the.
We forgot Tigger's here, face of the podcast. He was getting chippy earlier because we don't have him on enough. But Tigger, say hello.
Hi guys, it's me, Tigger.
Oh my God, Tigger sounds like a psychopath. I swear Tigger is not Jeffrey Dahmer. But here's the thing, Jaden, what did you think of wrestling this week?
It was alright. It's not that much to talk about, to be honest.
What was your favorite? Probably SmackDown?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jaden loves SmackDown this week. He's a big Sami Zayn fan. He hates Logan Paul. Loves Seth Rollins. Tigger, come on. You can come up.
The match it wants me to play. I don't see...
Alright, Tigger and Jaden are set up together. So yeah, we had Raw this week. We had NXT this week. We had AEW this week. We had SmackDown this week, and that's what I paid attention to. Sebastian covered a lot of Impact and.
I don't think I could show this. I'm gonna have something on the screen right now because I think this is copyright WWE footage. I don't know why they would put that in a game.
Yeah,
People are gonna stream it. But
well, maybe it's not copyright then. Everything's on Peacock these days.
I don't know. Who knows? We'll find out.
Let it ride. Let's feel frisky. We're wild. We're everything wrestling. Suck it. Yeah. Let me talk to you. Alright, so anyways, here's the thing. Raw was great this week. SmackDown was also my favorite. NXT, it had a title match or two, but, it was just okay. I thought it was good. But
Impact build up to the pay-per-view was good. AEW
AEW great. There is AEW pay-per-view coming up, too. I think Impact's coming to Chicago. We may try to go.
Yeah.
Just for the hell of it.
Coming in the summer, so yeah. Batista's fucking me up right now.
But yeah, you want to kick it off with Raw?
You want to kick it off with Raw? I have to do the match.
I guess. Jaden, kick it off with Raw.
I have to do this match and all the bonus stuff so that way we can play our characters.
Copy that. I'll just carry the podcast. No big deal.
No. You're not carrying
I'm the face. I understand. I got it. I got this.
I'm the king of the indies. You're the king of the mainstream. You have to talk about Raw. I have to talk about, MLW, Ring of Honor, stuff like that.
Valid.
Thankfully, there's no Ring of... Not thankfully, but there's no Ring of Honor.
You make points that make sense.
Now Ostatha and Batista up with a front light attack in the ring. What the fuck does that mean?
So I believe...
Raw was pretty good this week, I think. Let me pull up my notes. Since Chris
I'm thinking... I'm trying to think
of multitask.
Yes, peer pressure. But no, I think it was good overall. We got another, Cody Rhodes, Paul Heyman kind of thing. Some of the highlights. The week prior, I believe, we had Baron Corbin interact and have a match with Cody Rhodes after talking shit, and we had a similar segment go down with Sami Zayn and Baron Corbin this week.
Yeah, I remember that.
And it led to a Sami Zayn-Baron Corbin match, which obviously Sami Zayn picked up the win. But I think the bigger news is that Kevin Owens really refused to work with Sami Zayn. I think one of the big lines was that he said...
he's like, go talk to your other bitch, pretty much.
Well, yeah, he was like, why don't you ask your friend Jey Uso?
He said, go talk to your side hoe.
Yeah, so I think he has to kind of earn Kevin's trust back, which I like.
Is this Monday the 20th?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think that, he kind of has to earn KO's trust back a bit, which I like after, breaking it the way he did. And then I don't know what's going on with Jay anyway. So interesting stuff there. I loved all of it.
Yeah.
We get a Sami Zayn match. The crowd loves Sami Zayn. The pay-per-view was amazing. I think it did record numbers. I love Sami Zayn right now and what's going on with it. So
they were in Indiana too. They were actually pretty close.
Oh, yeah. More to come with Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. And then, like I said, Sami Zayn defeated Baron Corbin. We finally, after weeks and weeks of kind of jabbing at each other, and there was, I think, a parking lot altercation, we got Mustafa Ali versus Dolph Ziggler. And that was a good match.
Mustafa Ali, he may be from Chicago, but fuck him. The guy's kind of annoying.
Well, the thing is Ziggler puts on a great match all the time and can put over anybody. And we got a good match between the two. And, I mean, Mustafa Ali picked up the win, which I was a little bit surprised there. But also, I think it builds the feud a bit. We did get Asuka against Nikki Cross, which Asuka won. Asuka, I love Dark Asuka. I love the drool of
Chelsea Green also had a bit with Nikki Cross, and she was like, "What?" She said that she's alone and doesn't have friends. Some weird shit.
Well, Chelsea Green also, I think, called in saying her flight was gone or something.
That was last week.
Yeah, I know, but I like every pitch lately. Like, Adam Pearce is a different guy on the shows, but he's the same guy.
Yeah.
And she calls in, so I like that it's just been, I like her current role there, but like I said, we did pick up a win. Mustafa Ali beat Dolph Ziggler. So I think there's more to come there, and that feud will build. Like I said, we had Paul Heyman and Cody Rhodes talk again. Paul Heyman was on the Tron wearing a neck brace, getting attacked by Kevin Owens. That's always gold to me, those two in the ring. Like I said, Asuka beat Nikki Cross. I love Dark Asuka, as I call her. I can't wait for her and Bianca at WrestleMania. I think it'll be amazing.
Oh, yeah.
So, we did get Seth Rollins, versus The Miz.
Dude, hold on a second. Seth Rollins, that shit was weird. I didn't like it. I thought it was really cringe. The promo before the match, where he was talking about Logan Paul, like if he was the Joker, I was like, that's fucking gross, dude. Like, I get it. Like,
well, yeah, it's probably to mimic the commercial with him and
yeah,
Becky.
but it's just like, it's stupid. I don't want to see that.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I hate Logan Paul, so there's my take on that. But loving the feud going on right there. I think they're going to put on a good show. But what I liked and thought most interesting there was Seth Rollins beat The Miz, but he won by referee stopping the match. I think he face stomped him 2 or 3 times and wouldn't pin him, and I think it was like Seth Rollins snapped.
Yeah.
And I think we're seeing Seth Rollins go back to where he was when he was like WWE champion and in his prime, which give me more Seth Rollins. I like that.
Yeah.
I think that's a good adversary for like a Cody Rhodes when Cody Rhodes beats Roman.
Yeah, give Seth Rollins that WrestleMania he never got.
I'm saying it now. Then we had Ding Dong Hello, and we had Becky and we had Bailey.
And they had to make sure they came through the door.
Yeah, they did. We had Bailey and we had Damage Control there. We had Becky come out, and it made it seem like Becky wanted to go after the tag titles, and they're like, you don't have a partner, and who's her partner? In comes Lita. I was expecting Trish Stratus to come back. I don't know what's going on.
I heard a report later on in the week that Trish was seen backstage. She had a long meeting with Triple H and then departed, so maybe she had a disagreement about her role in the storyline.
Maybe more to come there. But we did get them coming in, entering through the door. We had a good back and forth between the two. Basically them saying that they're coming for the titles and they're going to take them. I would like to see the match. I would like to see Lita with the tag titles with Becky Lynch. I think that'd be great. We did get Bronson Reed versus Chad Gable. Oh, man. Excuse me. I think I'm allergic to the Maximum Male models. But
I had a note about them.
We once had Maxine Dupree out there scouting Otis again and talking to Otis, which distracted Gable. Obviously, I think Bronson Reed would pick up the win either way. I love Bronson, but it was a good match. Chad Gable always puts on a hell of a show. And I think at one point he German suplexed Bronson Reed.
Yeah,
that is fucking amazing. Chad Gable is absolutely amazing. He needs to get touted for that. But
yeah, he has a lot of strength.
Yeah, Bronson picks up the win, though. I kind of forgot this happened, but Bobby Lashley killed Elias, we'll say. Elias had a performance, and he just absolutely destroyed him.
Oh, yeah, dude. Elias was like, I'm going to get my WrestleMania, blah, 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 blah. And then freaking Bobby Lashley just came out and said,
we had him
you,
cut
dude.
a promo. Yep.
I'm Bobby Lashley. I do what I want.
You know, the main event was then Edge versus Austin Theory for the United States Championship, which hell of a match there. Great match. Didn't really know if Edge would win it. I was like, maybe they're gonna do something like that and have Edge face Balor.
Why
face
is it
someone
619 my
title.
signature and not my finisher?
Then your finisher is this one off the top rope.
Oh, okay.
So hit R1 or something.
No, I have to do this challenge first.
Oh yeah.
I can make a comeback against Batista if I try, dude. I just fucked him up.
Well, hit start. That's what you have to do.
While standing on the top turn. Oh, what the fuck? Why don't they say that?
Yeah, that's a little
While
vague.
standing on the top turnbuckle with your opponent standing, press R2 triangle to perform race comeback. Okay.
But I was thinking maybe they have Edge surprise and shock the world and beat Austin Theory, and maybe we get Edge Balor for the U.S. title at Mania.
That'd be cool.
I also thought Theory is going to retain. It adds credibility, and it adds to maybe... Edge mentioned John Cena at the press conference after the Elimination Chamber, and I'm wondering if it's actually pointing a little finger and hint at it's going to be Theory versus John Cena at WrestleMania for the U.S. title. And if Theory wins, that's going to put over Theory for a long time.
Go to the top turnbuckle. Jeez.
Yep, and then hit R2 triangle.
Yeah, he wouldn't go up there. Can I not do it?
Hit R2 finisher, see what happens.
It's not letting me do it. Oh, it's probably because I made a comeback first. I think I have to let him beat me up.
Oh, wow. Or maybe he has to be standing. Go up now. Maybe he has to be standing. Yep.
Oh, yep, you're right.
Oh,
Oh,
you
he's too
it.
far.
So do it from the other one.
Oh, no. I sound like the guy from Impact No Surrender. Oh, no,
Square.
I think I messed up.
You were
Fuck
supposed to hit
me.
square.
I did. Dude, I know there was a quick time event. What the fuck?
You suck.
Dude, I haven't played this in forever. I beat this when I
suck.
first got the game.
You suck. No,
I had to play on Chris's version so that way we can all play.
Here's the thing. Yeah, because my version's different.
Yeah,
so here's the
PS4
thing.
version.
Great match between Edge and Theory. Hell of a match. I thought at one point Edge was going to get the win. It was, an interesting thing. Austin Theory was 4 years old when Edge last won the U.S. Championship in 2001.
Oh, yeah, I saw something like that. I was like, that's crazy.
That's kind of nuts. But like I said, it was a good match. Edge, there was a couple back and forth things there. I think a crossface at one point. Edge was about to go for a spear, and Finn Balor came in. So Finn Balor kind of ruined the match, which allowed Theory to, retain the U.S. title. But I think they're leading for Balor versus Edge at Mania is what I'm going for. And here's my thing.
A ladders match or something.
Hell in a
crazy.
Cell. They've done I Quit. They've done a mixed tag with their wives and people. And, my thing is at this point, it's gone on long enough. It's WrestleMania. You want it to be special. You want to go out big in a way. Hell in a Cell. What else? Unless it's Last Man Standing, I don't see anything else fitting.
Extreme Rules. We pull the barbed wire out.
It's just not good enough. I want Hell in a Cell. Give me Balor Edge Hell in a Cell. But my thing is Raw was good. That was the end of Raw. Overall, I would give it maybe an 8 out of 10. But I do think it was good. Tigger, no, you're not eating this.
All right, sorry guys. There's a technical difficulty, and we had to restart the match. And
yeah, so like I was saying, Raw, I would give 8 out of 10. I feel like, NXT was on Tuesday, and NXT was good. Raw, like I said, Raw overall was good. I enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to seeing next week's.
I like Raw.
I was waiting more for SmackDown this week, I felt like, but overall, I enjoyed it. We did go to NXT on Tuesday, which I watched. I don't think Sebastian did.
Nah.
The highlights to me were...
NXT just doesn't sound interesting to me right now.
Well, we had Tony D'Angelo have a match. He picked up the win. I like the featuring of the North American title a lot lately. Wesley has been killing it. We did get JC Jane having a match, and that led to Gigi Dolan coming back, which I was really excited to see Gigi Dolan come back, and she got her, in Charlotte Flair terms, she got her comeuppance, and she attacked JC Jane and threw her into the steps and got a few good shots on her, and, a little retribution for what she did, turning her back on her and throwing her into the door. So more to come on that feud, obviously. But JC Jane looked amazing. I'm loving what they're doing with that right now. Tigger is too. He's a big Gigi Dolan fan. Yeah, buddy, Gigi Dolan. Yep, I know. He's going ham right now. Shout out to Trick Williams. He had a match this week, killing it. I love Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams. I do believe we saw Axiom. He's been doing great things since he's been in there. I know we watched Level Up this week, which Axiom was on that too, so more to come there.
Oh, yeah, you guys are going to love when we talk about Level Up.
But, so then the main match at NXT, we did have, what do you want to call it? We had Braun Breaker defend the NXT Championship against Jinder Mahal, and that was it was a good match. There was some back and forth. I think there was no real point where I thought Jinder was going to win it. I know he went for his finisher where he won the title at the end, so there was maybe a moment where you were like, what if they did that? But obviously Braun Breaker,
shit, Chris.
he retained. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I'm focused on something else that I'm about to mention here. But Braun Breaker was able to retain the NXT championship. It's obviously building to Carmelo Hayes versus Breaker. I think that's when you're actually going to see a title change. We're going to see Carmelo Hayes take over. It might lead to a Breaker call-up, but even more importantly, I think it's time to take the title from him, and I think there's no one better than him, and that would be Carmelo and Trick Williams. So, love Melo. I love the build for the match. Overall, NXT was pretty decent. I thought it was good. There may be a spot or two that I'm missing in there, but I'm excited to get through the rest of the topics, as well as I'm about to dive into the cake here. Shout out to Tony again, our boy Tony. Nothing Bundt Cakes. He was coming through, and he dropped off some more of those cookies and cream Bundt Cakes.
Oh, yeah.
And dear God, Sebastian ate his in no time and said it was delicious.
It was fire.
Jaden tried one for the first time because he missed it last time. He was sleeping. Jaden, how was that cake? Let everyone know how the cake was.
Very good.
He said very good. He's half dead though, folks. He said it was sweet a bit, and then he said,
He's not saying anything. He's just fucking grunting.
It's good sweet.
He was like, it was really good though. He's saving more for later.
It's so sweet for me to bed.
I think he said something in Spanish.
He said it's so sweet it put him to bed.
He's in bed. He's in cake heaven.
Yeah.
But absolutely delicious. So I just opened mine, and I was about to take a bite. So shout out to Tony and Nothing Bundt Cakes. It's fucking amazing.
Tony's the G, bro. Alright.
Holy shit.
Dude, I'm telling you, that cake is amazing.
Wow.
If you guys are in Chicago, you guys have to try it.
Never in my life have I been so happy with a cake like that.
Chris, I might need you to finish this match, because I'm going to talk about the Indies once you're done with NXT.
Oh, I'm done with NXT. We're on AEW in my mind, unless there's something before that.
Oh, no, we're good. We could talk about... Well, I figured we'd do Dark before AEW. We could do Dark
after dive into Dark, and then we'll dive into AEW.
Well, no, because Dark is like Indies, and then I'll go into Impact right after that. So
Tigger, you want to dive into AEW?
Yeah, let's do AEW first.
Do you have your MJF scarf, Tigger?
Dude, I'm going to get him an MJF scarf. That'd be dope.
He looks like an MJF scarf wearer. Oh, he's excited for it.
Dude, Batista won't let me fucking put him on the top turnbuckle, bro.
Oh.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Fucking put this man on roids in this mode.
I mean, he's, What up, buddy? You're trying to talk about AEW?
Yeah, let's talk about AEW.
Tigger, what happened? Oh. Well, so anyways, AEW. Good match, good show, good matches. A lot of stuff going on there. Building to the pay-per-view, obviously.
Lots of blood, bro. Lots of blood.
Yeah, it ended with an intense, AEW bloodbath there at the end. But first match, what was the first match? I can't think of what kicked it off. I remember it started with them in the ring, ready to go with a match. And was it Orange Cassidy defending the title against?
Yeah, Orange Cassidy
Wheeler
against
Yuta, Yeah, that's what I thought it was for the. What is it? The Atlantic Championship?
North Atlantic Championship, I believe.
North Atlantic
or All Atlantic Championship.
All Atlantic, that's what it is. So, yeah, Orange Cassidy, Wheeler Yuta. Good match. Very good match. You liked it? Are you an Orange fan?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's an Orange fan.
All-Atlantic champion.
I think Tigger's an Orange Cassidy fan.
Orange Cassidy won.
Yeah, he retained. Good match. I thought at one point he wasn't going to.
Yeah, dude. I thought Wheeler Yuta was going to be the
Wheeler would have been a
double.
double champ. We'd have 2 double champs.
And that would be good because I think first Ring of Honor showing is coming up this week, so that would have been a nice way to like. Start
fuck no, because we got freshly squeezed, retaining his title.
Yeah.
Love Orange. It was a good back and forth match. We had some classic, hand in pockets kicks going on. We had I love the Orange Man punch, as I call it. Roman Reigns' Superman punch, but I love that. It was just a good match, and like I said, I thought for sure that he might lose there.
Skip this part? Oh, I can. But...
And then there was I remember the promo for Wardlow and about the data. We were talking about the hair and everything last week.
Oh yeah, dude.
And,
it felt real.
The build for that is just absolutely ridiculous again to me. So I can't wait to see Wardlow and Samoa Joe for the title. TNT Championship, or is it TB? Yeah, TNT Championship.
Yeah, TNT.
TBS is Jade Cargill. 58-0 or 63-0 or 700-0.
She had a match that night.
Triangle, you missed it again.
Dude, I forgot about the quick time.
Oh man, you're missing it again and again.
No, you're getting my teeth super.
Yeah, one more time. Triangle. Oh,
I pressed it. No, I pressed it. Dude, I've been pressing triangle.
Oh, it's over.
No, it's not over. I got this. Watch this. I'm gonna kick out. Look at that.
Raised Invincible.
Mighty Mouse.
But yeah, so great build there.
Dude, Jaden looks like a dead Patrick Bateman.
Jesus. Was there the tag? It was the tag team like kind of battle royal, wasn't it?
Yeah.
To see who fights with the Acclaimed.
4 tag teams in there.
Yeah, it was to see who joins the tag title match, the Acclaimed and the Guns.
Yeah.
The pay-per-view. Yeah, Tigger, I know it was exciting, buddy. And so. Who picked up the win in that one again?
1 second. He's too far again. It was the Acclaim versus the Firm first.
Right, I just meant there was the Battle Royal, though.
That was later.
Yeah, I know. But, because the Acclaim got a win, the Guns came out, and there was the tease for that, but it was
the Battle Royale was,
It was building to the tag title match, which the Battle Royale, someone was going to join them in it. Because the Casino Battle Royale is coming up soon. But
the Lucha Brothers with Russian Jarrett, Penta, and Ness. Mark Briscoe interfered in it.
Yep. No, there was a lot of shit going down. People getting thrown out left and right. But both partners need to be eliminated.
Danhausen was there.
Ouch.
And he cursed people.
Yeah, he got thrown out, though, right away.
Yeah.
But then they got thrown out, so did the curse work?
Danhausen did a great CM Punk diss. I loved it. He's like, Pepsi Phil better not have spent the $93 he owes me on Ring of Honor tickets. Or not New Japan tickets.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I guess.
But who picked up the win in that match, though?
Huh?
I can't remember. Who picked up the win in the Battle Royal?
I
know it came down to, I think, like...
Oh, it was Jay Lethal and Jeff Jarrett. Dude,
yeah, it came down to them.
Wild.
It came down to them and somebody else. It was like maybe Penna or Ray Phoenix or...
I think it was Ray Phoenix.
Yeah, so obviously, I don't know if they're going to give them the titles. I don't know, maybe the Acclaimed
maybe they'll give Jay Lethal like a little tribute title, honor of his dad. And he could be like a transitional
Well, they'd be
champion.
beating the Guns, not the Acclaimed in theory, but... Or I wonder if the Acclaimed wins it back in this match. Then again, the Guns could maybe steal the win and retain.
Not letting me do it. Is he too close?
I feel like the Guns could, steal the championships and retain if maybe, Jarrett and Lethal kind of beat down the Acclaimed or something like that.
What the fuck? Now it lets me do it after he hits me? What the fuck?
Maybe you need to be hit by him to do it. Because then you're making a comeback, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, that makes sense, I guess.
But, that was a good battle royal, a good match with the Acclaimed. I'm still pissed they lost the titles. I know we did get Saraya having a match this week.
Yeah.
Good God, she looked great.
She came out to her boyfriend's music. That surprised me.
Well, then we did get Toni Storm at the end. We got Saraya obviously picked up the win. They tried to spray paint in comes Dr. Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter, and kind of runs them off. And we got a kick out. So they run them off, so they couldn't spray paint. But I did. I think one of them spray painted someone's sign in the crowd. I thought that was great. But I love what's going on there, and I did love seeing a chance to get Paige, aka Soraya. I like seeing her wrestle.
Yeah, and they still doing a good performance despite like her risk. She's good to go, but she could injure herself again, and then like have to retire again.
Yeah, I'm all for it though.
Finally, I pressed it.
There it is, and now you got to do it again.
Oh, thank you, Chris. I didn't know there was 2.
Yeah, now you just need to do a springboard attack, which is
yeah.
Like go to the apron and then no. You have to go to the
outside.
You have to go to the outside and then you hit L1 and O.
Yeah. L1 and O. No, it's L1 and X.
Oh.
Perform a front heavy grapple.
Yeah, so it's circle and X.
Okay.
Circle and then like down X or something. Or left X. Doesn't matter. And then, let's see here. So, yeah, great seeing Paige. I know there was an interview in the back with the Dark Order. I think we had an interview. I think there was an interview. Was it this week or last week? We had Jungle Boy and
no, Jungle Boy got revenge. He attacked Adam Cole on the way out. Christian Cage.
But he was going to concerto him, and then Christian Cage got out of it because he hesitated and ended up hitting Jungle Boy, making him bleed, I think.
Yeah.
So that occurred. I want to say, did we have another Brian Cage match this week, or was that last week? Because they featured him a lot randomly lately.
I don't know.
Oh, kick out.
I just have to do the 619. I think this one's almost over.
Better be.
It's just, this sucks because I think in order to do my finisher, I have to have my signature because my signature leads into the finisher.
That's probably useful, yeah.
Yeah, because it didn't give me the option to. Dude, it's not even letting me get the... Okay, there we go. I was going to say, it's not even letting me reverse half the time. That's taunt, so I can get the signature up faster.
What else happened on AEW? I know the main event involving Moxley, and I'm trying to think of...
that was the main event next. John Moxley versus Evil Uno.
Yeah, and I know Evil told Hangman to stay in the back. At one point, I know Moxley ripped open Evil Uno's mask.
Yeah.
The dude was gushing blood at one point, too, when you talk about a bloodbath.
Yeah, classic AEW bloodbath.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to Evil Uno, but all I do know is, like, fuck, that looked bad, though. Like, it was, like, pouring out of his mask at one point. Like, it looked kind of scary. So, I don't know. I hope he's okay. I hope he gets a new mask. But I was almost curious, like, are we going to see what he looks like? That would have been dope.
Nah, dude. I don't think that'd be the way he'd go out like that.
Yeah, probably not. But you never know, though. Good match, I would say. Moxley picked up the win. And then it did lead to him, Evil Uno getting attacked after. We had Dark Order come out. Dark Order was involved. There was an attack on Dark Order.
Oh, yeah.
Led to Hangman coming out. There was the attack. There was a brawl ensues. Next thing you know, Dean Ambrose is busted open. And by Dean Ambrose, I mean John Moxley. I don't know who Dean Ambrose is anymore.
Yeah, so who are you talking about there?
I don't know. Bad creative or another promotion. But here's the thing. We did have... wow, another front heavy grapple. Why would you need to do that? You just had him down. Oh, no.
I think Mysterio loses this match.
No, I think he wins, but it's in a clever way. See?
Let's skip this. That's it. Look it. Now you guys, we can play as your guys' characters.
Yeah.
I don't know why, because it didn't look like we unlocked anything for my character, but alright.
But,
I don't know what the point of that is. Jaden's dead now.
That's true. Maybe we can wake him up. But, let's see here. So, Moxley picked up the win. He ended up getting bloodied by, I believe it was Hangman. There was a good shot of Moxley sitting on the ramp and just, like, bleeding.
Yeah.
Hell of a battle at the end to end the pay-per-view. We're gonna see Moxley. We're gonna see Hangman. We're gonna see MJF, Daniel Bryan, and by that I mean Bryan Danielson.
Dude, what is that scary looking monster?
Oh God, I don't know. So we're gonna see Bryan Danielson, MJF. There was a good build for that again too. I really enjoyed that. Like a hell of a promo by both, I would say, and every week to week. I said it last week that their rivalry and everything AEW is doing, kind of, which is good, is somewhat being undershadowed or overshadowed by WWE right now, kind of doing amazing themselves, especially with the Bloodline storyline. But I can't wait to see Bryan Danielson MJF. I'm excited for that. But just as excited, I'm as excited for Moxley and Hangman, and I want to see the Acclaimed hopefully get their titles back. I'm very excited to see Wardlow, Samoa Joe for the title.
That looks real good.
So
the fact that they're getting that personal with it.
We're gonna dive into Dark and other indie stuff now until we get to SmackDown. I'm gonna eat cake. Shout out to
finally I found Jaden's character.
Shout out to Nothing Bunt Cakes again. Thanks again to Tony. I might have to try another flavor from there sometime, but I feel like all I want is this kind.
Oh wait, I know. I couldn't find my notes. It's in my. I made a Word document this time. Okay.
Cake is amazing.
What do you mean? I did it. Win the showcase bonus match, completing any number of objectives. It was not the showcase bonus match. We might not be able to play as Jaden, but we definitely could play as Chris, because I know I just completed that objective. Plus Jaden's dead, so it might not even matter. Yep, I downloaded Chris.
Hell yeah.
Now I just gotta download our title. I don't know if I downloaded our title yet.
And don't forget I'm the champ. The champ is here after winning in the steel cage last week, beating Sebastian.
By a technicality.
And Jaden. No, by a smart win.
Oh, it's already downloaded. Alright, we have our characters downloaded. We have the belt downloaded. That's it, right? Yeah. Jaden, wake up. We're gonna play now.
Jaden, you got this.
Can you do that?
Jaden, I'm gonna eat your cake.
Jaden, your mom's looking for you.
Jaden.
That actually woke him up. Don't say that. I'm gonna have to cut that out. I'm just gonna beep that out. I'm gonna let the community figure out what Chris said.
We got guns.
I have to beep that out too. Stop saying that, because we'll get demonetized. Listen, Impact copyright claimed us, some random beat maker on YouTube.
Jaden, strippers.
No, Chris, we gotta keep it semi-PG, because
dude, we'll just cut all this out.
No, I'm gonna just keep putting bleeps in. It's gonna sound funny.
Okay, or make me say weird things like we got penguins. I don't know.
No, that's too much work.
Jaden,
what's up?
Game time, buddy. It's like a mini rumble.
Oh yeah. They don't really do those anymore.
I got icing everywhere.
Oh, I forgot to assign you as the champion.
Oh man, that's such a delicious cake, Tony. Nothing Bunt Cakes, Jesus. Fucking good, dude. The icing, the cookies, the cake.
Title information.
Wow. Tigger's pretty pissed he can't have any.
Go. Yeah, Tigger can't have any because there's chocolate in there.
I know, that's what I'm saying. He's pretty pissed.
Where the fuck is the roster at?
Yeah, so take it away with the, Dark and the Indies.
1 second. I have to
all right, Tigger, take it away, buddy. You have 5 seconds to tell us anything you want.
Title management. There you go.
Anything you want, Tigger. What do you want the people to know? You're a little under the weather?
Alright, so AEW Dark Elevation started with a match between Fuego del Sol versus Juice Robinson. Fuego del Sol is the #1 luchador wrestler for Alabama.
Fuego del Sol. Oh.
Did you hear that? He's the #1 luchador wrestler in Alabama.
Nice. In Alabama. How many lucha wrestlers do they have in Alabama? 6?
Don't know. But he's the best.
All right, Tigger, you're up here.
Juice Robinson is from Evanston, so we don't like him.
Juice.
No, he's from Joliet.
Juice.
He was also a heel, and he's a dick. He broke Fuego's soul. It was a great match. Like they did great, but the win, Juice Robinson ripped open and ripped off Fuego's mask. So
a lot of mask ripping going on.
Well,
lately.
yeah. So Fuego had like a bunch of masks. Like he's a notorious mask ripper.
A lot of mask ripping going on lately.
The next was Athena versus Carter or something. Athena is the Ring of Honor Women's Champion. Phenomenal match. Great job, ladies. Really good. Does suck that the Ring of Honor champions have to defend their titles on in dark shows, but Ring of Honor is getting its own show soon, so we don't
if
have
it
to
gets the
worry about
people
that.
going.
Yeah. The third match was the Dark Order, Evil Uno, John Silver, and Alex Reynolds versus Crash Jackson, Matt Brannigan, and Rennie D in a 6-man tag. It was an alright match. Dark Order ended up doing a pendulum bomb to pick up the victory, and they won. Then the fourth match was Yakuza Sakazaki versus Billy Starks. I don't really remember too much about the match. It wasn't very eventful. And then
I don't know who they are, Jim.
Yuka Sakazaki won. And the fifth match was Orange Cassidy and Best Friends with Danhausen versus Chaos Project and Zach Clayton with Angelico.
That's a hell of a final.
Yeah, it was a great match.
Tigger was amped for that one, I think. I think he's a big
fan. Oh, that's not the final.
Well, he's a big fan of the Best Friends, though.
Guess who won?
Tigger wanted a hug.
Guess who won?
Best Friends.
Yeah, Orange Cassidy and Best Friends won via
Chuck
pinfall.
Taylor, baby. Tigger, give me a hug,
Danhausen also gave Angelo a low blow.
We're best friends.
The sixth match was Powerhouse Hobbs and Corey Calhoun. Powerhouse Hobbs won. I didn't remember anything about that match. The seventh match was Top Flight versus the Butcher with the Blade with the Bunny.
I love the Bunny.
The Bunny.
Who won that one? That would have been a good match.
Top Flight won.
Wow, love them.
Yeah. Dante connected with a nose.
Yeah, they are good in the ring. Young, very good though.
Then the eighth match was Nyla Rose, Marina Schaefer, Diamante, and Emi Sakura with Vicky Guerrero versus Madison Ray, Sky Blue.
Excuse me!
She didn't do that, thank God.
I hated that.
Queen Amanita and Hyena Hera in a 8-woman tag team match.
Man, I hated that.
That match was pretty good.
I respected that gets you the heel heat that you're going for, but dear God, did I hate hearing "excuse me." She has like the most shrill voice in the world to be yelling that.
Nyla Rose and Maria Schaffer, Diamante.
Maria Schaffer, yeah. She's like a Ronda Rousey, Shayna Baszler person, MMA. She's actually married to Roderick Strong, NXT superstar.
I don't know who that guy is.
Oh, yeah. You would if you watched NXT.
The next match was the Blackpool Combat Club.
Whoa.
It was Claudio Castagnoli and Wheeler Yuta.
Love Claudio.
Yeah. Love Wheeler Yuta, Ring of Honor Pure Champion. Versus
Fingers getting Jaden up.
Aria Daviri and Tony Nese with Mark Sterling.
Ooh, sounds like a good one there. Those are some ex-WWE people right there.
Yeah, Daviri.
Woo!
Controversial.
Woo!
WWE.
Woo!
Stop, dude. Stop.
I'm wooing Jaden awake. Listen, at no point in time is there's a lot of room for woos. No. Ask Ric Flair. It was his birthday Saturday. Shout out to Ric Flair. Birthday yesterday.
Oh, there's gonna be a lot of Ric Flair talk once you get to SmackDown.
Woo! Woo!
Guess who won?
Woo! Oh, Tigger doesn't like when I woo. Maybe he does like when I woo.
Guess who won?
Who won?
The Blackpool Combat Club.
Of course, Claudio. He probably swung somebody.
Claudio delivered a giant swing, and then Yuta connected with a hook, and
Tigger loves the giant
to
swing.
his leg, and bam.
I love
Also, guys, turn on your controller so we could play.
And all right, I don't know where mine is.
Jaden, wake up. We can't play your custom character, so you just choose a random person.
Jaden, are you on my controller?
No.
I found my controller. Jaden, you gotta play.
Let me see. So that was AEW Elevation. I believe up next. Whoa, Tigger, relax, man. Let's see. After Elevation, we have the Keiji Muto retirement match. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I paid for it to watch it, and that shit was 5 hours long. I did not watch the entirety of it. I only watched the retirement match. It was great. I saw in an interview later that wasn't Keiji Muta's original pick for his final match. He actually wanted to do a match with The Rock, which I think is wild, and I wish that would have happened. But who knows? Maybe Rock does come back for Mania, but instead of it being The Rock versus the Rock versus Roman, it's Rock versus Muta, baby.
I think I quit being a fan of wrestling at that point.
Nah, dude, he's the greatest of all time. He's
the
GOAT.
God.
That's why he's the GOAT.
He's in the XFL.
The GOAT. Oh yeah, XFL apparently going to be on ESPN.
Shout out to the XFL, killing it so far.
I don't know if they've actually started. I know.
They are. There's a couple teams 1-0, 2-0, 1-1, 0-2.
Yeah. All right.
AJ McCarron, I believe, is the starting quarterback of the one team. He's been a backup for a few years, and he actually took a pay cut so he could be a starter in the XFL and make some,
Why did Colin Kaepernick sign to XFL?
I don't know. I mean, I think a lot of people could if they wanted to. And some people, if you sacrifice a little bit of money, you can maybe be a starter.
Alright, next was AEW Dark. Excalibur and Taz. Hilarious as always. Best fucking announcers in the world, dude. Chris, really, you need to watch AEW Dark. Oh. So, first match was Britt Baker versus the Rebel Twins.
Love Britt Baker.
Wait. No, that's not right.
She faced two people alone?
Yeah, no, hold on a second. I didn't write this
Fake
right.
news, people.
No. Hold on, let me Google this real quick, because I definitely made a typo.
Tigger, you want to help me water the plants, bud?
What are you going to do to Tigger?
He's going to help.
Oh, here you go. This website has a link with the... No, why do we want to quit? Jaden, turn your controller on so we can play.
Jaden, we're having a 3-way triple threat battle title match. We're going to need you live for 12 minutes. You got this. We're going to need you live for 12 minutes. Hit the middle button. There we go.
Dude, it's just taking forever to load.
And then now, beat Carlos.
Yeah. Go to the right 2 times.
Jaden, hit the right arrow 2 times. Hit the X button. And then hit the X button.
Okay, here you go. Yeah, I knew there's a glitch or something. Alright, yeah, because that wasn't the first match. Alright, yeah. So the first match was Matt Seidel versus Slim J with the Trustbusters.
Jaden's controller died.
What is that, the PS4 controller?
No.
Oh, that's easy. My controller's been charging this whole time. Jaden, here. Or has it been? Wait a minute. No, it's been charging. Jaden. Charge it.
Tigger is freaking out.
What the fuck? How come why did I get kicked out?
Tigger is freaking out.
Oh, dude, look at my DLC's here. See, you're good. Oh, no, you don't have all the DLC.
So what else occurred in the Indies?
My bad.
Or AEW After Dark?
So it was Matt Seidel versus Slim J with the Trustbusters. I don't really remember much about this map, but Deviri pulled Seidel out of the ring and stuff. Like, it was a weird match. Matt Seidel won. The Trustbusters gained up on him, and then top flight.
Matt Seidel is Evan Bourne in WWE back in the day.
Is he? I knew he looked familiar.
Yep.
The Trustbusters gained up on Seidel, but then Top Flight and AR Fox came to help him out. The next match was Julia Hart versus Devlin Maccabee.
Oh.
It was a good match. Like, there's a lot of like suplexes. Drake did a German suplex midair, and fuck, what is that called? Enziguri.
Enziguri.
Yeah, the thing that Roman Reigns does, like where he picks people up.
Yep.
And then Anthony Henry and JD Drake won via pinfall. Then next was the Renegade Twins, which was what my notes said, versus Lizzie and Peyton Blair. Renegade Twins are actually Impact stars. They actually no Impact and NWA Power stars. Can I get a lighter, sir?
Really, they are.
Yeah, we've talked about them in the past, so it was cool seeing them on AEW Dark. But
There.
Jaden needs to choose his character, not me.
I already did.
Tigger's eating a special bone. Alright, 3, 2, 1, and we're back. Yeah, the Renegade Twins, we've seen them on Impact actually a couple times. This is going to be a title match.
Yeah, I'm defending my title.
Yep, and this is a
Best
triple
there
threat
was,
table match apparently.
I'm trying to figure it out.
And they're going to do this at Clash of Champions. I feel like that's pretty appropriate. Alright, let's start the match. So yeah, next was Preston Vance with Jose the assistant versus Blanco Loco. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I kind of fell asleep during that match, and I didn't remember like anything about it. But Preston Vance won. Next match was Tony Deppen versus Caleb Conley. I believe I was still asleep for this match too, so I apologize. But Tony Deppen won. But I did wake up for this match. It was the Iron Savages versus Chris Sanson and Terry Kidd. That was an interesting match. Boulder dropped Sanson with a big boot at the end. And then Boulder tagged in Bronson, and Bronson hit him with a flying splash for the win. Iron Savages ended up winning, obviously. Then the next match was Rohit Raju and Jora Joel versus Dale Springs and Bryce Cannon. Interesting tag match. Raju, I'm sorry for mispronouncing the name. Where Raju ended up winning with a rising strike knee and connected him right into Temple. It was pretty nice. And then the ninth match was Emi Sakura versus Billy Starks. You know, I think Emi Sakura was on AEW that night too, right?
Yeah, maybe. Sounds about right.
So it's always interesting to see people play on both shows. What is that? We'll cut this out. What is that? I can't tell.
That's Tony's story. That's our bag.
Oh shit, nice. Okay, we're going back in 3, 2, 1. Next match, dude, there's a lot of AEW Dark. There's 10 matches.
Holy shit.
Yeah, dude.
I like it. I like the concept of AEW Dark. They're doing good things there.
Yeah. They give you time for stories to like plan out and like, you know, without taking too much time up on like a main roster. Yeah, but next match is Dak Draper versus Brody Booker. Brody Booker won by submission.
Sorry.
He got him with a torture rack, bro. It was pretty crazy.
Yeah, even KO'd for like an hour. Water the plants.
The next match was the 11 matches. The Wingmen versus J Mart, Jarrett Diaz, and Richard Adonis. It was a pretty mid match. Avalon won by doing a diving splash for the win. And then the 12th match, you know, this guy actually won a very special thing in main AEW. 12th match was Jeff Jarrett versus Satnam Singh. Jeff Jarrett and Satnam Singh versus the Boys.
We're gonna need like something to poke it with.
You hear me, Chris?
Satnam Singh against the Boys?
No, Jeff Jarrett and Satnam Singh versus the Boys.
Oh.
Yeah, it was a pretty good match. Jarrett ended up doing a back elbow smash to Brent, then tagged in Singh. I hope I'm pronouncing his name right.
Cena hit him with a big boot, and then a double choke slam from both Jeff Jarrett and Singh for the win. It was pretty crazy.
Jeez.
Yep, and guess what, Chris?
Yeah, Jaden said, damn.
But wait, there's more. The 13th match. Trent Beretta versus Tony Ness with Mark Sterling. Nice, my bad. They were in AEW that night, too.
Yes, they were.
I'm not gonna lie, this match was kind of mid, too, but Trent Beretta won by pin. And that was AEW Dark. I don't believe there was an NWA Power this week. If there was, I'm sorry I didn't watch it. I didn't watch Impact this week, but I did watch No Surrender, which we'll get to after SmackDown.
Did you watch WoW at all? Was there a WoW?
No, I did not get to watch WoW. WoW did air Saturday, but unfortunately I was on my way to work when it was airing. It had a later air date, airtime this week.
All right. Well, yeah, so SmackDown this week, we kicked it off with a good six-man tag match. We had Braun Strowman, Ricochet, and Riddick Moss against Imperium, and that was a good match because everybody in it has basically I believe fought Gunther for the IC title. Ricochet was the champion. Gunther beat him. Ricochet fought him for it again. Braun Strowman tried to take it from him, and then just recently Riddick Moss did. So I thought it was a great six-man tag. I like Braun Strowman and Ricochet as a team. I thought it was interesting that Ricochet started kind of growing a beard out and looking more like Braun Strowman, which was kind of cool. But it was a good back-and-forth match. Imperium picked up the win. Gunther looks amazing. I mean, dear God, Gunther looks great. So
does not look alive.
I feel like it's gonna be hard to ever stop Gunther. I don't know, but what
do you think Gunther's gonna go against that Romania?
Well, so it did lead to Drew coming out and kind of staring down Gunther, which I feel like we're gonna maybe get Drew versus Gunther at WrestleMania. Maybe we get a triple threat: Drew, Sheamus, and Gunther at WrestleMania. That'd be a hell of a match.
For the title, or just
for the title. No, for the title, the triple threat for the Intercontinental title. Or we maybe get a fatal four-way and we include Riddick Moss or maybe Ricochet or maybe Braun Strowman. I don't know.
Dude, I don't know. Braun Strowman as Intercontinental Champion sounds weird.
Well, but either one of them.
Maybe just in the match.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, all of them would make sense to have a hell of a triple threat or a hell of a fatal four-way. So, I thought it was a good start to the show. It also led to Sheamus coming out. There was the Viking Raiders came out. I don't think they're done feuding yet. So I think we are going to see Viking Raiders versus Sheamus and Drew McIntyre. We're probably going to see that maybe next week on SmackDown. Maybe it'll wait a little bit longer, but I think we're definitely going to see that one more time. And then it was a good build. We also got our we at the end of it, I believe it was on each turnbuckle we had all the faces kind of standing tall and kind of playing up to the crowd, which it kind of felt like a house show to me in a way, or it kind of felt like a feel-good moment, which we don't get all the time, especially with what just happened to Sami Zayn. So I liked it. Like I said, I think it was a good start to SmackDown. Another key highlight or part of SmackDown was the Charlotte Flair facing off with Rhea Ripley, a.k.a. Dominic Mysterio. That was a good back and forth between Flair and Mysterio. Mysterio was trying to compare
Mysterio reminded me that he was a third-generation superstar, and I was like, what? And I forgot that the Rey Mysterio that we all know currently is originally Rey Mysterio Jr. Why can't I jump into that?
Well, he referred to how they're both known for their fathers and had to live up to their names, and he knows what it's like to be like Charlotte Flair, and it's like, no, Charlotte Flair is way more talented and qualified and just a better competitor than Dominic Mysterio in many ways.
He's a joke.
So that's why I was like, that's hilarious. But it did lead to a good, back and forth between the two. Dominic always generates the heel heat, which has been absolutely amazing lately. And, it led to a really good, line, though, and a reference, if you want to think about it. So Charlotte Flair, when referenced and something Dominic said, she had said that she has a Mexican man at home that calls me mommy that's thicker, and paused for a bit, of an accent than you or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's a reference to Andrade, which that's the first reference we got since he's been in AEW. And then also it was like a pretty
and
good
first mention of him at all recently.
Yeah, I don't know. It was just a pretty good.
For a while.
It was just a pretty good sexual pun and a good jab at Rhea and Dom. So I loved every minute of it.
What is going on?
Oh,
Why isn't let me attack you?
see ya. So yeah, I love that line. It was a great line. It led to, like I said, a good back and forth between the two, and we did get Rhea coming out, so we got the face off that WWE promised that we would get.
Finally.
And so Rhea squared off with Charlotte. I love the match. I can't wait for it. I'm really excited for that at WrestleMania and the continued build for that. So yeah, like I said, I thought that was a really great segment, and there were a couple like lower key things that to me didn't matter as much. Like for example, I think it was Natalya versus Shayna Baszler, and Tegan Knox ended up making the save on nope.
What? Oh, fuck, I have to take this off first.
See ya. So Tegan Knox made the save. I don't remember if Baszler got the win, if Natalya
yeah, because there's that weird promo of like...
I think maybe Baszler attacked her. Ronda
Rousey
Rousey
in the
attacked.
back, and she's like weirdly just standing there. She's like, I can help you.
Well, Ronda Rousey called her Skittles or something like that.
Yeah,
She's like, who is this,
shit.
Skittles or something?
Who is that? Who is
So-
that? I fucking hate Ronda Rousey.
Yeah, I don't know. It leads to more of them as a team, and so I mean, but that was to me like,
Shayna Baszler is like, that's Tegan Knox. It's Tegan Knox. Like, I was like, dude, what the fuck?
yeah, it was more just whatever to
The
me.
back and forth.
Like I said, that segment didn't matter. Talk about a segment that did though. A real cool segment on live, TV with the what do you call it? It was Santos Escobar and Rey Mysterio.
What is going on?
I think Jaden paused it accidentally. But it was Rey Mysterio and Santos Escobar. And, it was kind of Santos Escobar,
do you have the option to mist me?
Poison Mist, I think.
Tajiri?
Yeah. So, that's so funny. But yeah, so it was a moment where Santos Escobar was kind of hyping up Rey Mysterio. He was kind of telling him that he has to do what he needs to do, and he was telling him that don't forget who he is and everything. So I loved the moment. It kind of made you realize who Santos Escobar is and how real of a person he is. And like I said, I loved it. So, show it off. So I love the segment between the two of them. I would love to, like I said, see them as a tag team. You basically get the other match that I was telling Sebastian about, Karrion Kross again against Rey Mysterio. So that was the one match that we had that I felt like it was a good match. It obviously had a I love Karrion Kross's entrance, and it obviously had a what do you want to call it? It was a good match, good back and forth, but it was an interference by Dominic Mysterio. So, you get that build. I've been telling Sebastian, I think it's going to be Dominic Rey at WrestleMania. I know Ray mentioned it being he would only want to do that if it was maybe for retirement, but I just feel like that's where they're going, or else what else are they doing? You know what I mean? So my thing is,
Yeah.
I think that's where they're going, and I would love to see it personally. So I think Dominic challenged him actually to hit him in the ring after he cost him the match, and once again Ray didn't do it. I thought we were going to actually see Ray do it this time, and I believe he rolled out of the ring and he walked away. So Ray, I think needs to step up and actually show Dominic who his daddy is.
Yeah,
You know what
I think
mean?
Ray is gonna retire, dude. I think he's tired. So I think they're gonna have their Mania match, and that's gonna be his retirement match, like he said it would be. So I think that'd be like a perfect way to end it.
Yeah.
Make Dom the ultimate heel, retire his father, make him even more hated. Yeah, because he's getting an X-Pac heel, dude. I mean, an X-Pac heat.
Yeah. I mean, outside of Roman getting fuck you Roman, you know, that's where we're at. So, like I said, I think it's built for that. You know, I'm really excited to see, like I said, Charlotte and Rhea. So more to come on, you know, what, let's see, what else would have happened? I'm trying to think if we had
I have no surrender still. But.
Well, no, I was trying to think if we had any other good segments. There was a lot of backstage segments with Jimmy Uso.
Oh yeah, you didn't talk about the bloodline.
Well, no, that's what I was thinking before that. I was like, there was a couple of segments with Paul Heyman and Jimmy in the back. I think we saw Solo. Finally, Solo's been missing for like a week or two. We saw Solo in the back with Jimmy and Paul, and then we did get a, you know, instead of more of a main event match, it was a main event, you know, segment. And that would be the... Oh, shit, Jaden's getting in the ring.
Oh, shit, Jaden's alive.
Yep, Jaden's in the ring. Get him, Jaden. Wrong him, Jaden. So... Oh, man. God damn it, Jaden. So, main event segment, we had Jimmy Uso kind of coming out and running the show and saying how he feels, and he calls out, you know, Sami Zayn, and you know, for the third week in a row, I believe Sami comes rolling in a black hoodie, which I fucking love. And
yeah, he looks like a hitman.
You know, he basically told, you know, he pretty much told Jimmy Uso how it is, and I feel like if you looked at Jimmy's facial expressions,
did we mention the Kevin Owens thing yet?
So that was on Raw, not SmackDown.
Oh yeah, my bad.
I'm Sheamusing you.
3.
Yeah, get him. You know, as Sami kept making some points about the bloodline, and the bloodline's only about Roman and all this stuff, I feel like, you know, it kind of maybe made sense to Jimmy, or it kind of made him realize, or made a few things kind of dawn on him that, you know, this is how, you know, things are, and maybe Sammy's right, and maybe he could understand, you know, why Jay did what he did, and you know, pretty much, it was kind of interesting because as they attacked each other, you know, I think Jimmy attacks Sammy, and then Sammy attacks, you know, like Jimmy got the better end of Sammy, and it led to Jey Uso coming out in the crowd, and then as Sammy got the better of oh, what the fuck is this shit? As Sammy, that's bullshit. You can't kick him through a table. That's the worst and gayest win I've ever seen in my entire life. That's absolute fucking bullshit. That's absolute bullshit. You can't kick someone through a table. That's not even a way the game normally lets you finish anyway. That's absolute garbage. That's bullshit. I have no business losing the title like that. Absolute garbage.
Well, we're not done with the podcast.
I don't give a fuck.
We can have a solo match.
I'm done with the podcast. It's absolute garbage. But
the belt's back with that, baby.
I didn't even get pinned, and I didn't even lose the match.
The triple threat.
The horse shit it was. It was a bullshit garbage match.
Tell you what,
you're probably written by Vince McMahon. It was probably written by Vince. Bad creative.
Set up your rematch.
Bad creative, Vince McMahon.
1-on-1, no Jaden.
No.
Set up your rematch.
No. I want my rematch when I want my rematch. On my terms. Fuck you.
Do you want an Iron Man match?
I want a...
No holds barred?
I want a falls count anywhere.
That's boring.
I want a Extreme Rules match.
Okay. Me and Chris are having a rematch while we continue on finishing SmackDown, and then we talk about No Surrender.
But, yeah, so it led to Jay coming out. Like I said, Jimmy attacks Sammy. Jay comes out. The crowd goes nuts. You see Jay. He makes his way down. Sammy haluva kicks Jimmy. Jay doesn't attack Jimmy. Jay doesn't attack Sammy. Jay kind of stands there. Solo runs out. Sammy leaves. He doesn't leave next to Jay or with Jay, but he does go in the aisle next to him. And he looked at him, too. And that's why I feel like they're still on the same side as what they're playing at there, because he looked at each other and it was like that look was like I don't know. So way more to come on that. I don't know. Could we maybe see maybe we see Sammy and Jay versus Jimmy and Solo for the tag titles. I don't know. Maybe that's possible. Maybe that's a thing. Yeah, I don't know. We need a thing for that. That would be a hell of a thing for the end. Or we get Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. I don't know. I don't know if it would be against Solo and Jimmy or Jay and Jimmy, but that's why I'm looking forward to seeing SmackDown is all the Bloodline related stuff. I would still give SmackDown, like an 8 out of 10, and mainly for me, the Bloodline stuff killed it. There was the Firefly Funhouse. That was the other big part.
That was wild. That confused the shit out of me.
Yeah, we got Bray Wyatt in the back. Bray Wyatt was an anchor man. We saw Uncle Howdy doing the weather. We also had, a couple of the puppets make an appearance. I feel like there was a reference to Alexa Bliss. The one box that she held that brought back the Fiend, that was in the Firefly Funhouse. So I don't know if maybe
Bray Wyatt said that the Fiend is dead.
I don't know. I think they're saying the Fiend's coming back.
Bray Wyatt.
That's what I'm getting out of this. But I was really excited and happy to see the Firefly Funhouse come back. Outside of that, I'm in it for the Bloodline. The only other match that we forgot to mention was LA Knight versus Kofi.
Oh,
and
yeah.
That
talk to you.
That had a lot of build, and I really, in a short amount of time, they really did well on the mic against each other. I thought they were good in the ring against each other. It was a great back and forth match. I just don't believe they got the ending right. What are they going to do with the New Day at WrestleMania or Kofi? You have LA Knight cut a promo.
Are they still tag champs or did they lose the belts?
No, the Usos have been tag champs.
No, Kofi and them.
Oh yeah, they lost NXT for a week or 3 now, back at the pay-per-view.
Oh yeah, my bad.
So my thing is, they're not really doing much. It was him versus Kofi.
Big E was at a signing recently. Maybe he's going to return. I know he has scans in March.
Either way, irrelevant. You got to push LA Knight. LA Knight's a star. LA Knight was with Bray Wyatt, had a good battle. LA Knight lost.
Dude, the only thing that sucks with that to me is I felt like there was no resolution. Jesus, dude, we're not even starting. Okay.
Yeah, listen, I'm Eddie Guerrero in this. I lie, I cheat, I steal.
3, 2, 1. All right, guys, we are back. So Chris, you were talking about SmackDown. Sorry about that.
I lie, I cheat, I steal. No, I was talking about LA Knight.
LA Knight.
You need to push LA Knight, especially after the loss.
Oh no, my bad. I was talking about how I felt the storyline. I didn't like how it kind of just felt like there's no end. Like, yeah, Bray Wyatt won, but like, what happens next? Like, did Bray Wyatt what did he gain from that? Like, the fact that the first thing that Bray does once he's done is go target Bobby Lashley or Brock Lesnar. Like, what the fuck? What happened to LA Knight?
They already had a good enough feud, and in my opinion, he killed LA Knight.
Well, yeah, I didn't say that. I didn't mean like they should have done more. I just meant like maybe like a promo afterwards.
He could have referenced it or something. But my thing is, you need to push LA Knight. He killed it with Bray Wyatt. He held his own with Bray Wyatt. You're not going to put him with Bray Wyatt unless you like him. It's WrestleMania season. Maybe they have him win the next match or two, and you have him build a little momentum or something. But my thing is, I like Kofi, but I just don't think it was the right outcome because you need to push LA Knight right now.
Or maybe it was just maybe they're both going to be at Mania, and this was just the beginning of a feud.
Well, but the thing is, he had said about he wants to make money and win championships, and it's like he's not a tag team, and why would you fight Kofi at Mania?
Maybe they just have beef with each other. Like LA Knight feels wronged afterwards, and it's just like a hate squash at Mania.
It's just weird to go from Bray Wyatt to Kofi Kingston for him.
Yeah.
But anyways, it was a good match. I was just happy to see LA Knight back. I love him on the mic. I love him in the ring.
Let me talk to you.
Yeah. So I love LA Knight. But yeah, SmackDown was good. I'm just looking forward to it each week because, like I said, the Bloodline stuff, give me more of that. And then as we get Cody Rhodes, we might see him more on SmackDown because of WrestleMania.
Yeah, because SmackDown is technically the main brand, even though it's the one with the less hours.
But yeah, so I mean, SmackDown was a good show though. I only saw a brief little bit of the pay-per-view, so I don't know too much about that. Dude. I'm looking forward to the AEW pay-per-view more than I was about. I didn't really know about the Impact one until too late. Yeah. I mean, I'm a Mickey James.
He saw the Joe Henry .combat match. Phenomenal match. a lot of surprises. I love the incorporation of comedy. We're gonna get that into. We're gonna get to the pay-per-view in a second, and that's gonna be the end of the podcast. I wanted to revisit a topic that Chris had mentioned in a previous podcast about interview with Vince McMahon and Bryan Danielson, where he talked about the difference between WWE and AEW, and I'm going to use AEW as a blanket term between all indie shows pretty much, is that WWE is mostly promos and a little bit of wrestling, and everything else is mostly wrestling and a little bit of promos. And like after watching, like, because I'm not gonna lie, I watched a little bit of indies before the podcast, but the podcast really motivated me to start watching more indies. So now that I've been watching more indies consistently, I'm really enjoying the matches. The matches are phenomenal, but dude, the acting is so bad. Like that, I think that's why WWE thrives, because it's more like a sitcom. Because there's a lot more promos. It's more of a TV show with a little bit of action. But all the indie stuff is just like action with like horrible like tie-ins and stuff.
Interesting.
But yeah, to get into No Surrender, dude, the pre-show matches were great. Like I was surprised.
How many matches were there in total?
Let me check my notes real quick. Sorry, guys.
Or how long was it actually?
It was like 3.5 hours.
So kind of standard.
The final match was like 40 minutes. It was great.
I mean, I thought the one that you referenced.
No, it was 3 hours.
.com keyboard match that I saw keys. You know, tax. I don't want tax. I don't want keys either. That's like landing on Lego blocks.
Match.
Well, right. But all I'm saying is I saw that one, and that to me was a long match, and I don't think that type of match needed to be, but it was. But credit to that type of match because it made it very good and compelling as to who was going to win.
Yeah. So there was 3 pre-show matches, and then there was 1, 2, 3. Wait, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, and then there's 5 matches, so like 8 matches in total.
8 or so plus some segments. Yeah, it's a good solid show.
One segment that was way too long. Chris saw that. I skipped it. But the first match for the pre-show was oh my god, this site that I'm using to
Bully
reference.
Ray, Tommy Dreamer.
No, that wasn't the first match. That was a very long promo. That was way too long. First match was Giselle Shaw defending against Deonna Purrazzo. It was a pretty good match.
She was in WWE briefly.
Yeah, they even mentioned it. They're like, I think both of them were former WWE.
Oh, shit.
Deonna Savannah Evans came down and slammed Deonna while the referee was distracted, aligning herself with Giselle, and then Giselle won. Next match was Jonathan Gresham versus Mike Bailey. It was a pretty great match. Mike Bailey, I don't know if he actually injured his knee in the match, but he acted like he hurt his knee. That night we were talking to Jaden about it, because Jaden was like, these guys don't ever get hurt, and like, I was like, perfect example. During this pay-per-view, this guy got hurt earlier in the match, and like he had to like struggle through to get a victory.
Well, that's what I was telling Jaden. I've seen people break their neck, dislocate a shoulder, a finger, like
pop it back
blow
into
out
place.
their knee and stuff, and it's like
wrestle with Vince McMahon tore both his freaking hamstrings, just
quads.
Jumping. Yeah, both his quads, just getting in the ring.
Cody Rhodes wrestled with the torn pec, like mind blowing.
But the first match was for the Knockout Tag Champions. It was the Death Dolls versus the Hex. Jessica and Taya Valkyrie with Rosemary. Rosemary was there. It was a pretty good match. Really good tag match. I love the Knockout division. They're a pretty good tag team. I like seeing Death Dolls and the Hex. You know, you get their rivalry. You get to see on a lot of different shows too. Like I first saw the Death Dolls on a NWA Power show. So I love how all the indie shows kind of cross over. Like later on, they mentioned how Matt Cardona hasn't been seen on Impact since he lost his like chance to get the Digital Media Championship. And it's funny because he just lost against Tyrus and NWA, so it's like he's been losing in all the promotions, and like I don't know, maybe he's gonna back off for a bit and take a break.
I think he's going to WWE.
Who knows? Maybe you might be right. Maybe the Zack Ryder thing and what his statement was a lie to throw people off.
I think he's gonna end up in WWE at some point.
Who knows? WWE did renew the names because he tried to. But yeah, Death Dolls retained the championship. Next was the Digital Media Championship match. Joe Henry versus Moose. Moose is a former NFL star. Chris, you want to look up what his actual name is real quick? It was a dot combat match, and I had referenced this match before with Matt Cardona last year. He fought in an intergender match in a dot combat match, and he was like hitting some chick over like a bunch of keyboards or something.
Man, I don't know how to say his name. His real name is Quinn Ohinaka.
Quinn Ohinaka, former football player. That comes into play there in the match later. But so it's a dot combat match.
He played for the Rams and the Colts.
Oh yeah, there you go. He played for 2 teams actually. So had a little football stunt.
And the Falcons.
Yeah, 3 teams.
Offensive tackle.
Yep. Big dude, phenomenal shape still. So definitely kept his football build up. But yeah, so a dot combat match is pretty much just like a regular Extreme Rules match, but there's like tech stuff in the bottom of the ring. They pulled out a Sega Genesis at the beginning. Me and Jaden were talking about like I hope they don't actually use it as a weapon because those things are relics now and expensive. They're hard to find. Mm-hmm. So then he pulled out a keyboard. He ended up hitting Moose with the keyboard. Then Moose pulled out a steel chair to keep it traditional. And they had a steel chair combat. Then Joe Henry pulled out a little RC car, and the announcer lost his mind. All Joe Henry did was drive the RC car up to Moose, and you hear the announcer go,
like, "Watch out, look out!" It was like the world's tiniest little car.
Yeah, all it did was bump Moose, and Moose just started beating up Joe Henry. Then later again, Joe Henry got a bigger RC car out, and he was trying to get it to work, but it wouldn't work, so he just chucked it at Moose's nuts.
Loved it.
Then, dude, it got even wilder. They ended up pulling out a Meta Quest, too. I actually have one of those. We might do a VR WWE thing one day for a podcast. Who knows? But yeah, he put a Meta VR Quest thingy on, and then, like, this is why I like Impact and indie shows. They know how to get goofy. Moose acted like he was at a VR club and started dancing in the middle of the ring. And then it switched to, like, a Joe Henry diss song that he made of Moose, roasting him for saying that he fucked up in the NFL. And then Moose got pissed, took off the VR, and got his ass whooped. Then Moose went out of the ring, pulled out a little black bag. Traditionally, what's in the little black bag? Thumbtacks. But since this is a dot combat, it wasn't thumbtacks. It was keyboard caps.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's not better. That's like landing on Lego blocks to me.
Yeah, just as painful. So they spread that out of the ring.
Fuck that. I'd rather have that than tacks.
Oh. I don't know.
I don't want to pick tax out.
No, because I heard from an interview that like the best thing about taxes that like if they're not facing up, you pretty much just roll on a bunch of plastic.
But do you realize that there's going to be plenty facing
up?
Yeah,
but there's still a good chance that you're not going to get hurt as bad. Versus with like
I think I'm choosing
Legos or keys.
Tax or
no
keys.
No matter what, you're all of them.
You're going tax.
I'm going tax.
I'm going keys.
Yes, I don't know.
Jaden, tax or keys? Tax or keys? I think he said tax.
Tigger's dead.
Tigger and Jaden are both knocked out. But yeah, continue.
Yeah, so they ended up fighting each other, trying to get each other to go down on the keys. Joe Henry ends up getting him knocked out onto the keys first. Then Moose ends up making a little comeback towards the end, and then Moose gets him onto the keys, but then Joe Henry's able to defend and retain his Digital Media Championship. I thought it was funny that the Digital Media Champion belt was literally chilling in the corner the entire match, and it was never used as a weapon. I get it's a dot combat match, but I mean, it's Moose used a steel chair. They used a steel chair twice. A steel chair is part of the finish. They might as well use a championship belt since it's just sitting there.
You make a good point.
Yeah, I think that was the last match that Chris saw. Up next was the stupid Bully Ray thing with Tommy Dreamer. It was way too long. I skipped through it. Bully Ray pretty much ended up beating Tommy Dreamer's ass and hitting him with a hot coffee pot. It was pretty crazy. But that was, they're gonna have a feud. They're probably gonna take it to like the next pay-per-view and have an actual match with each other. After that was for the knockout champion, Mickey James versus Marsha Slamovic, super Russian stereotype character. Dude, I honestly was so confused at the finish. Mickey James ended up pinning the Slamovich lady, but it was very technical. It looked like Mickey was getting pinned because pretty much Nikki got her off Nikki was on the ropes, did like a little flip and like got her down, But the Slamovich girl was on top of her, and it looked like the ref was counting for her at first. But then Nikki like shifted slightly, and then the ref counted 3, and then they said Mickie James won, and she retained her title. So I had to like watch it like 3 times to see like what happened, because I thought the Slamovich lady won and she got the title.
I like when they do things like that. It could lead to a feud, like a further feud. Like, oh man, I pinned her. No,
yeah,
I
like
pinned
it was a
her.
rob. Like the ref.
Like
fucked
WWE's
up.
done sometimes recently where someone taps out and someone pins them at the same time, and it's like the ref only sees the pin, not the tap out.
Yeah. Then the next match was for the Impact World Championship. Josh Alexander versus Rich Swain. Rich Swain trying to get back his championship that he lost to Kenny Omega. Because he never had a chance to defend it afterwards, just because Kenny Omega had it and it wasn't on Impact for a while.
Gotcha.
And then once it was back on Impact, he never had a chance to fight
also,
back.
Mickie James looks amazing.
Yeah. Especially for her age, dude. But yeah, so dude, phenomenal match. It was like 40 minutes long. It was great. I honestly thought Rich Swain was gonna win a couple times, but Josh Alexander won. I think it was via submission. Let me double check.
Do you mean Rich Swann?
Yeah, Rich Swann, my bad, not Swain.
Well, the reason I say that too is he was in WWE.
He was?
Well, yeah. Cruiserweight, NXT.
Oh, so he ended up on 205 Live.
And NXT, though. He was real good. I don't think they should let him go.
Yeah, he was
but
good.
He's had way more success in Impact. So
yeah, phenomenal match. I thought, honestly, he was going to get the title. I felt like he deserved it.
He should have left because he's way better in that promotion.
Let me see.
He would have never been used like that in WWE. Yeah, I'm ready to resume whenever, too.
Yeah, Josh Alexander won via Tombstone. But yeah, that was pretty much everything wrestling this week. We're going to finish off the podcast with Chris's
rematch of my screw job in Canada.
Press circle.
Freaking kicking Jaden through a table.
It's not my fault, I'm a beast.
Half asleep Jaden.
Wait, what type of match is this? I don't even know what
Extreme Rules.
Extreme Rules? Oh, okay. Oh, dude. I don't feel good.
Too much cake?
Yeah. I think I ate the cake way too fast.
Yeah, I paced myself with the cake.
Oh, shit. I might need to take a bathroom break. Yeah, I gotta use the bathroom.
Alright.
Shit.
Brief pause!
Alright, guys, we're back. I'm revitalized and ready to defend my title. You know, Jaden to screw it up this time.
Jaden's going to bed? Or Jaden's been in bed?
Let me talk to you. What you got over there? What'd you pick up?
I was trying to get a table, but I think you got me too soon.
You know, a table. I get you a candlestick. Oh no.
Mine.
Oh no. No. Oh yeah,
I don't need
knocked out with
candlesticks.
one punch. Yeah, let's go, baby. Yeah, go to sleep. Yeah, guess what? I'm gonna pull out fucking baseball bat.
No. What do you, Sting?
Yeah. Sebastian from the Raptors.
Your name isn't Sebastian.
Yeah, Zelvex from the Raptors.
Yeah, get it right. Tigger.
Dude, I'm just fucking breaking your back right now.
Okay. Okay. Freaking
Oh no.
Jade must be sabotaging the lights.
I told you, TV's fucked up.
No, I meant like Jaden's in the arena sabotaging the lights.
What?
It sounds like a thing Jaden would do.
Yeah. Bam.
Okay.
Code breaker.
None of that's real.
You seen that? That's real.
None of that is real. Tigger, what are you doing? Yeah, because that makes sense.
Face.
Yeah, because I wouldn't hit you in the bat while you're in the air or anything.
Nah, dude, I'm too slow.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
Oh no, you reversed it. I'm at the Claudio Castagnoli.
That's weird. I hit a different button to do a move, and apparently I got in the ring, so that's weird.
Pow.
That makes sense.
Woo! Ric Flair, baby. From the top of the ladder, Swanton Bomb. I wish. Oh no. I broke my knee.
Tigger's on me.
Oh no, I'm getting Batista Bomb. You stole my finisher.
Nah, it's mine.
Oh, dude, I'm fucking dead
He throws him into the ring, and he doesn't make the ring.
Come on, I need to be unstunned. Yes, I'm not stunned anymore.
A fucking back suplex.
Woo, baby!
It's about as as this entire fucking thing has been. That's bullshit. That's the worst ending to that too. It's back suplex to end it. What, you hit me with a bat 3 times.
What,
I had way more. No, I had way more offense than that. That's bullshit.
Hey, I'm the heel, baby. I had to steal it back.
What's up, Tigger? What's up, buddy?
Well, guys, we appreciate everybody that came out. I think it's been a great week for wrestling. We're excited for the road to WrestleMania. And we think it's a good start. I think the Indies are doing good. We got AEW pay-per-view coming up soon. Another New Japan Impact crossover coming soon. So it's a good time to be a wrestling fan. NXT pay-per-view coming up right after Mania. So yeah. Remember, like, comment, subscribe, share us around if you like wrestling. You know, we're all things wrestling. I've been Sebastian.
Yep, this is Chris. Jaden's dead. Tigger's licking my fingers for the cake, probably.
Yep, and we'll see you guys next week.
Yep, come back again.
Yep. Alright.
Shout out to Felix. Yeah, you know Brock Lesnar hunts. He shoots things in Canada. He's a hunting farmer.
What the fuck, bro?
Yeah. He shoots guns and shit. He came out in a tractor once and lifted the ring up to Roman Reigns and knocked him out of the ring with it.
What the fuck, dude?
Yeah, he's a farmer from Canada.
And he's a former UFC heavyweight champion.
Yeah, he's a UFC heavyweight champion and a football player and a WWE champion.
Yeah, he's
God damn.
God damn. That's Brock Lesnar right there, the guy with the fist.
Jesus.